China's President Xi Jinping is hosting 26 world leaders in Beijing this week, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Indian Prime Minister Modi. This weekend's summit and military parade come amid ongoing economic and political tensions between China and the U.S. Let's bring in Gordon Chang, a senior fellow for the Gatestone Institute. He's also the author of Plan Red, China's project to destroy America. Gordon, welcome.
Thanks, Mike.
So Xi Jinping is hosting Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Prime Minister Modi of India. How alarmed should we be?
We should always be alarmed when China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran get together. But Modi, I'm not so worried about. And the reason is, yes, Modi is getting closer to China. This is his first visit to China in 7 years. But we can't really drive the Indians into the arms of the Chinese. And the reason is that China claims large portions of India as its own territory, and it's also been harassing Indian forces. So the United States has been defending India, and therefore I think that although there are some problems in the relationship with New Delhi, the United States is going to do okay. We should be trying to patch up our relations with India, but we don't need to needlessly worry.
Interesting. Okay, so the UN Secretary General is meeting with President Xi today. I want to play what he says, and I'll get you to react.
In this moment in which multilateralism is under fire, the support of China and the very strong commitment of China to a multilateral order based on international law is an extremely important element to preserve.
That sounds like diplomat mumbo-jumbo to me. What do you make of it?
Well, certainly, because if there's been any nation that has undermined multilateralism, it is China, because it's been gaming the rules. It has been obtaining benefits by being a member of the international community, but violating many of its obligations to that community. So really what we have is countries like the United States reacting, saying, we're no longer going to put up with this anymore. And of course, we see this most often in the trade sector. But this is clear. You know, if we're worried about multilateralism, then what we should be doing is pushing China out of the international community, because it's shown that it is intransigent and that it will take down that community if we let it.
President Trump suggests President Biden drove China and Russia together. I want to play the clip, and I'll get you to respond.
He did something that was unthinkable. He drove China and Russia together. That's not good. If you are just a minor student of history, it's the one thing you didn't want to do, because they're basically natural enemies. Russia has tremendous amounts of land. China has tremendous amounts of people. And China needs Russia land.
What do you think brought China and Russia together?
Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin see the world in the same terms. They identify their interests in the same way. They identify the same enemy, which is the United States. They are natural partners. And yes, it is true that Biden's policies did tend to move them a little bit closer together, but we're only talking about minor degrees. I think really what we have here is we got to understand that China and Russia are fast friends. They are working to take down the international system, to disrupt it. And so therefore, we need to have a clear-eyed view that this is a Moscow-Beijing alliance that we can't break. Now, we can bring down these countries because they are fragile, but I don't think we can break that partnership.
Gordon Chang, always fascinating. Thank you very much for your analysis today.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.